This is the second time it's happened. I love when Kratos realizes, like, you know what? You're right, and I was wrong. And then he is just immediately, without hesitation.
I know saving her was the right thing. But she seemed all evil at the end.
Don't interrupt me.
Evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Anyways, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the game developing their characters.
Can
you shut up?
Odin.
Let me finish my sentence. But, I love how whenever Kratos realizes, like, you know what? You were right and I was wrong. I'm gonna fix that right now. No hesitation. He's just like, boy, listen. I got a story to tell you. We're gonna make this quick. Says like 8 sentences that just explains everything, and there you go. I love it.
Must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring us cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Yeah, what he said. Dude, I love that Jormungandr came in there as well to take out the giant's corpse. That was sick. I loved that.
You never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.
Well, there you have it. That's a pretty good boss fight. I do also love Freya at the end being like, you've taken everything from me, which is basically exactly what she did to Baldur in the first place that made him hate her so much. That's some poetic justice right there, if I've ever seen any. Open up. And I can't wait for God of War Ragnarok. I also can't wait for the end of this game, obviously. But as we get to the end of God of War here, I'm very glad that I get to play Ragnarok, like, 3 weeks later.
I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things work according to plan...
Everything always goes
Go
according to
ahead,
plan.
lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
I assume we're heading to the end of the game right here. I think I went the long way around. I did. That's fine. There we go. Jotunheim, here we come.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
I love Mimir.
That's unpleasant!
Now, boy. We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
So the game didn't end with fighting Baldur. I wonder what, like, the final boss is gonna be.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Citric!
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ah, fine, damn it. Fine!
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Find Jotunheim's highest peak. We don't have Mimir? Brock! We're leaving Mimir behind for this? Maybe Baldur was the final boss? And the last main mission is actually just like walking up here and that's it? I might be a little disappointed if that's the case. I mean, the Baldur boss fight wasn't bad, but I don't know. Like, it had a good conclusion with him and Freya. I don't know. I guess I expected something more from, like, a final boss, if that was it. Oh, I can move. Sorry.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
Oh, you're taking off the blades?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Ooh, did you, like, sear
Boy.
the chains onto your skin before? In the other games, maybe? That looks neat.
Carry her.
Atreus trips and drops his mother Ashes like 30 feet away from the highest point. Atreus becomes the final boss because Kratos is like, I will not allow you to live after this. So I wonder if in the previous games, Kratos, like, didn't have gauntlets at all, maybe? And the chains, like, when he lit them on fire, they just, like, burned to his skin and gave him those scars, maybe? Seems possible. I'm starting to think that Baldur was the final boss, and this is actually just, like, the walk up to the end of the game.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Which, I mean, like, the Baldur boss fight, it was good. For sure.
Hello? Anybody here?
I don't know. I guess from God of War especially, I, like, expected... I mean, I guess Freya was reanimating the giant's corpse and it was, like, moving around during the fight, but I don't know. I just expected something a little more fantastical than the final boss being Baldur, but, like, he lights himself on fire. What's that, boy?
Huh. Who's the Guardian?
Got it? Lore added. We foresee Midgard's fate overrun a second. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut, the serpent and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then, we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for a word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. For a champion? Kratos, the champion? Hello.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
I thought that this was a climbing point at first, and I thought it was the way to go, so I was looking around first, but it's actually dialogue.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
That's them. They really didn't talk about Loki at all in this game, by the way. I wonder if he's gonna show up in Ragnarok. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Jotnar, Aesir, Vanir, Elf, Dwarf, and mortals most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening, and so we were mocked and tricked and used and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our number in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. Are there no giants even in
But I
Jotunheim?
don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Well, Santa Monica had to have a sequel ready to go, so you know.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
That's your mom's axe, and probably your mom.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Your mom was a giant?
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant.
Well, half giant.
Why didn't you tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
There's something behind that curtain.
Yes. Yes, we are.
What? Was that Kratos, like, dying? What was that? I need to look at that closely. Can I see that again? That looked weird. I think that was Kratos, like, laying on his back next to Atreus, and they, like, had weird tendrils of nonsense going into their mouths.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us.
Well, we've been carrying her
Leading
ashes.
us home. Let's finish it.
Do 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 do. Come along, boy. We at the tippy top? I think we're at the tippy top. Look, there's another hand in the distance. Who put that there?
Father.
No. We do it together. Son.
That's not how you're supposed to do that, is it? Don't you just, like, turn the bag up? Don't put your hand in your mother's ashes, ugh! Sindri would be hurling in the background. It's like they're feeding seagulls.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Let's go kill Odin!